I spied a few items in the hold earlier. Powder and a few pistols. Think I'll fashion a second holster if I can.
It's a good start.
One you find laughable.
Could we talk a moment about the condition of the ship?
What's the trouble?
I had a walk about the gun deck this morning, and couldn't stand for what I saw. A clutter of linstocks heaped like tinder, and one with a slow match, still burning.
Christ.
And just nearby, 2 barrels of gunpowder, closer than man and wife. Fit to explode at the touch of a spark.
We'll stow ours good and proper.
As for the cannons, they might as well be tossed. Clogs touch holes in need of scraping, corrosion on the bodies, barrel swabs as naked as knives, and breech ropes so rotted, I could use them for knitting yarn. The short of it is, we need good equipment kept in fine condition. But we cannot win every battle with snares and shouts. So worry about your own armament when it suits you. But don't forget about your jackdaws.
No, indeed. We'll make it a point to keep this ship and its crew in fine condition. I spied a few items in the hold earlier. Powder and a few pistols. Think I'll fashion a second holster if I can.
It's a good start.
One you find laughable.
Could we talk a moment about the condition of the ship?
What's the trouble?
I had a walk about the gun deck this morning, and couldn't stand for what I saw. A clutter of linstocks heaped like tinder, and one with a slow match, still burning.
Christ.
And just nearby, 2 barrels of gunpowder, closer than man and wife. Fit to explode at the touch of a spark.
We'll stow ours good and proper.
As for the cannons, they might as well be tossed. Clogs touch holes in need of scraping, corrosion on the bodies, barrel swabs as naked as knives, and breech ropes so...
I spied a few items in the hold earlier. Powder and a few pistols. Think I'll fashion a second holster if I can.
It's a good start.
One you find laughable.
Could we talk a moment about the condition of the ship?
What's the trouble?
I had a walk about the gun deck this morning, and couldn't stand for what I saw. A clutter of linstocks heaped like tinder, and one with a slow match, still burning.
Christ.
And just nearby, 2 barrels of gunpowder, closer than man and wife. Fit to explode at the touch of a spark.
We'll stow ours good and proper.
As for the cannons, they might as well be tossed. Clogs touch holes in need of scraping, corrosion on the bodies, barrel swabs as naked as knives, and breech ropes so rotted, I could use them for knitting yarn. The short of it is, we need good equipment kept in fine condition. But we cannot win every battle with snares and shouts. So worry about your own armament when it suits you. But don't forget about your jackdaw as well.
No, indeed. We'll make it a point to keep this ship and its crew in fine condition.
Grease the topsails and gallants! Top! Gallants! Royal! Start!
Pull! Pull all sail! You hear the news?
I spied a few items in the hold earlier. Powder and a few pistols. Think I'll fashion a second holster if I can.
It's a good start.
One you find laughable.
Could we talk a moment about the condition of the ship?
What's the trouble?
I had a walk about the gun deck this morning, and couldn't stand for what I saw. A clutter of linstocks heaped like tinder, and one with a slow match, still burning.
Christ.
And just nearby, 2 barrels of gunpowder, closer than man and wife. Fit to explode at the touch of a spark.
We'll stow ours good and proper.
As for the cannons, they might as well be tossed. Clogs touch holes in need of scraping, corrosion on the bodies, barrel swabs as naked as knives, and breech ropes so rotted, use them for knitting yarn.
I spied a few items in the hold earlier. powder and a few pistols. Think I'll fashion a second holster if I can.
It's a good start.
One you find laughable.
Could we talk a moment about the condition of the ship?
What's the trouble?
I had a walk about the gun deck this morning, and couldn't stand for what I saw. A clutter of linstocks heaped like tinder, and one with a slow match, still burning.
Christ.
And just nearby, 2 barrels of gunpowder, closer than man and wife. Fit to explode at the touch of a spark.
We'll stow ours good and proper.
As for the cannon, they might as well be tossed. Clogs touch holes in need of scraping, corrosion on the body, barrel swabs as naked as knives, and breech ropes so rotten, I could use them for knitting yarn. The short of it is, we need good equipment kept in fine condition. But we cannot win every battle with snares and shouts. So worry about your own armament when it suits you. But don't forget about your jackdaw as well.
No, indeed. We'll make it a point to keep this ship and its crew in fine condition.
All in the stunsail!
Another hit and win to David, Captain!
Now, full sail!
Now that's booty.
Yeah.
Ahoy, Captain. Find what you need.
My needs and wants are oceans apart, mate. But I did fashion myself a new holster. All I need now is a pistol to lie in it.
Here. Taken from the holds, just as you said.
Little more than a blowpipe. But it'll do. So, are we rested? Or should we idle a while longer?
Best way anchor. I think the crew is itching to reach civilization.
You'll find no civilization in Nassau. But it's a fine place to be merry all the same.
Bearing down on land, Captain.
Captain Queer Nabs. Tell me I'm under arrest. Tell me!
Them your breads.
Fly away, boyo! Back to your master!
Aye. We was privateers together before the wars ended. I'll see you ashore.
By God, you're...
Send any men you find to the jackal.
Cheers, Addy.
Send any men you find to the jackal. I'll put them to work.
Cheers, Addy.
He was apprenticed in London. He came to see his tears.
Send any men you find to the jackal. I'll put them to work.
Cheers, Addy.
Send any men you find to the jackal. I'll put them to work.
Cheers, Addy.
Final warning, you hear? This
Come
pirate
fast.
bears the
This sword is
blood
a couple men.
of many
Hang
innocents.
him.
Start advancing. A moment more. Well done, Edward. The sporting gentleman.
Now you'll want to sail somewhere rich with plunder.
Have you heard of a place called the Observatory?
Aye. It's an old legend, like El Dorado or the Fountain of Youth.
What have you heard?
It's meant to be a temple or a tomb, hiding a treasure of some kind.
That's it. See here.
Oh, rot. It's fairy stories you prefer to gold, is it?
It's worth more than gold, Thatch. 10,000 times above what we could pull off any Spanish ship.
Robbing the king to pay his porpoise is how we earn our keep here, lad. It ain't a fortune. It's a fantasy. Where's your helmsman, Kenway?
I take pride in piloting my own ships, Ben. Keeps me alert.
Let's make some headway, shall we?
There's a prize worth taking.
Good. Take us in close. After you subdue a prize, project authority. Demand respect that you would never give yourself. This weaves a spell over soft minds. For your victims must always have in the back of their minds the uneasy idea from prick to stop. Fire what cannons you will, and land a few strikes if you must, but for God's sake don't sink it. Que tengo un buen día, senor. I am Captain Hornigold, and this is my crew. We're sailors like yourselves, but quite unalike in our purpose. For we intend to take all that you own. Yet no harm shall befall any man so long as he remains at ease. Is that clear?
No me mate, señor. Tengo familia. Se lo suplico.
Anyone speak English? Inglés?
Little bit.
Tell your friends we're stealing your goods, and we won't hurt nobody if everyone stays as still as a sandbar. You got that?
Please to repeat.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Lock him in the hold, and take everything that isn't nailed down. Good take today, Kenway. Half a dozen scores of that size and you'll be set for a year. Now let's sell this cargo and fix up your jackdaw with a few more trinkets.
Sod it, yeah? I'm looking for a prize that'll set me up for life. I'll be king of the West Indies then.
We came to Nassau to get away from the likes of kings.
Well, I'll be a man of property and promise anyway.
Jesus, let that dream go, lad. Nassau is the place to be.
Do you ever dream of a big school? A ship so full of gold and silver, just split into sail over.
Sure, but it's only a dream. Every man hopes to find a dozen... As you've likely seen, the number of merchants roving these waters is 70 the number of military ships.
Aye, easy purchase, but in small doses.
Right. So to
Sail
lure
ho!
the Navy out of
Military
hiding,
class brig on the
it's
horizon.
best to cause a bit of mischief. Are you ready for this, Kenway? She won't go down without an honest fight.
Who's up for taking that brig, lads? That's the sound I like to hear. Orders! All hands to cannon!
Careful around the Navy. There is likely to ram you as far a broadside.
Let's test those powder barrels. Are we?
Aye, good thinking.
Take the shot! Fire! Avoid her ramming on fire! Good shot to cripple her! Fire! Fire! Cap the whole place shot down! Fire! Almost ready, sir! All exposed! Take the shot! Fire! 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 He's vulnerable there, Captain!
Over the top, lads! Kick him in the hands! And give him a taste of British steel!
That was a rumble, by God. How do we fare?
A fine purchase, no mistake. Now I think it's time to lay low and bribe our way back into secrecy.
Agreed. So, how do we get rid of this notoriety you've stirred up?
Money, my boy. A well-placed bribe to the right government official to see the military off your tail.
Right, let's do that. I'll need to meet these good Samaritans at some point.
Smart thinking.
The whole place shot there! Fire! Fire! All exposed! Take the shot! Fire! There's our good shot to cripple her! Fire! There's our good shot to cripple her! Fire! Fire! Look, Captain, the whole place shot there! Fire! Fire! It's all exposed! Take the shot! Fire! He's vulnerable there, Captain! Fire! Look, Captain, the whole place shot there! Fire! Fire! We can board and drag them to that!
Loose all and trim sharp. Reef the topsails and gallants. More sail! All sail!
By the wind, for all she's worth!
Toss the gallants and
Pull! Pull for all you're worth!
¿Qué puedo hacer hoy por usted?
You're a wonder, Kenway. You've a knack for this kind of work.
It ain't work if you love it.
Fudge.
But I ain't doing this forever, lads. Only until I get enough coin to buy some land and influence back home.
Jesus, will you listen to your tripe? Still dreaming on about that strumpet back in England when you could have any Betty you wanted here and now.
Ah, such lofty goals for you gents. And here I thought I was in the company of scoundrels. Fine purchase today. What's the crew's mood?
All smiles and no teeth. And there's a few talking about meeting with Master Kid to steal from a nearby plantation.
Plantation? That's ambitious.
Profitable too, if we can manage it.
Aye. It's a good idea.
Every lot!
Come all you young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea. And it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys, when the wind blows. We're all together, boys, blow ye wind westerly, blow ye wind blow. Jolly sou'wester, boys, steady she goes. Up jumps the gale where the slippery tail climbs up aloft and reefs the topsail. And it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys, when the wind blows.
Sounds over me!
Hold down and crew up! Curl those men! down and crew up! Furl those men!
Kind friends and companions, join me tonight. Lift up your voices in chorus with mine. When here!
Why, look! It's the Mr. Beckford that owns this plantation.
Something I can help you with?
Mr. Beckford that owns this plantation.
That's the man. He owns dozens round these islands. And he's bloody rich.
Just the sort I like to see robbed.
Yes, yes. Come here.
Are you looking for a few good salts, Cap? Captain Kenway, is it not? Outfit?
Didn't wait around to see what else was in the cook pot after. It puts the fear in you, lad. Aye, but it does.
Filled him with such language, he flew to windward and sank as ballast.
Captain, you have the look of a man crafting a bold idea. A look I've seen before.
You mark well, Annie. I've just overheard one of the Beckford's men talking grandly about his plantation and all the cargo he's keeping there, and it gave me the idea that I might take these goods off him and sell them off for a better price than he'd ever ask.
Ah, a man of vision. I like this idea.
Here!
Our force patrol these waters closely, Captain.
Starboard, Cap! Human...
Hold, Annie. There's trouble afoot.
I see them.
We're beelining for the rocks, sir!
Douse the royals and pop!
Captain's overboard!
Captain's
Give me
help.
some speed!
Loose all and troops out to...
This man's working for Peter Beckford's people. Do you know them? The Beckfords and their sugar empire.
Aye. The Beckfords and the Draxes. I never worked their plantations, but I knew their names from hearing other men praise them.
But you worked the plantation, no?
A modest one, aye. As a striker in the boiling hours.
Boiling house? Was it water they boiled? Or something else?
Cane juices. The hard process making sugar. Dangerous. Must be why it fetches such a dear price.
What's it like? Toiling on a plantation day and night.
Well, with the cane sugar cut and harvested, it's run between two metal rollers to crush the juice from the plant. After collecting the juice, it's time to boil away the water from the sugar. This we did in thatch is made of copper. Let me tell you, brother, boiling sugar is near the hottest thing on earth. Just a touch on the skin, we stick like bird lime and burn on, leaving a terrible scar.
Jesus.
The gallons of oil!
It's a risk to anchor too close. A soldier roving the plantation would catch us for sure.
Drop here then and sneak ashore. We'll look after the jackal.
What's happened here? Why such disarray?
Bit of a do, sir, that's all. It's Wilmington's birthday.
And you saw fit to get pickled on duty?
No bother, sir. We've everything sorted.
We'll soon see, won't we? For you must double the watch this evening.
Double, sir? Whatever for?
I believe I was followed here, young man. By pirates, if my eyes honour me, though the ship was uncommonly large for such rascals. Certainly wasn't slavers, though, not a ship that size. In any case, double the watch. And keep your damned eyes wide for anything suspicious. You up there! Look alive, man! You've a job to do!
Apologies, sir. I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Hold there! For God's sake, what the hell is going on here? How do you suppose you'll be able to ring that alarm if you're piss drunk and barely able to stand?
Forgive me, sir. I am fit and able. If I see any strangeness about, you'll hear the bell ringing straight away, I promise.
We're not done here, Smith. You can gab later.
I'd like to speak to the man in charge here. I require entrance to the warehouse. Which dog has the key to the warehouse, huh? Is there no one sober here? Let me the warehouse key, if you please. Get back here, you jack.
You there! Stop! I'm not over there! Not on me!
I've got a good line on him.
Oh, don't lose him now!
Loose all and trim sharp to the wind! Fire!
Hey! We'll heave him up and away we'll go. Away we Susiana. We'll heave him up and away we'll go. We're all bound over the mountain.
Yards off the
We'll
wind!
heave him up.
Full! Full all sail! Do you hear the news?
Now that's booty.
Your jackdaw handle's nice. Pinched her from the Spanish, was it?
Aye. In the midst of a hurricane.
Just before the treasure fleet was smashed against the shore.
Was the haul aboard as rich as men are saying?
1,000 times that. I reckon £1 million worth of reals was sunk that day.
Devil love a hurricane. Might have a dive there one day. See what we can rummage up.
Diving them wrecks would be a nice change of pace for us. No need for violent actions against merchants and such.
Well, that's some soft talk coming from a pirate. And as it happens, I mostly agree. We'll save the clashing of cutlasses for the military. And them that get in our way. Easier she goes. No telling what you may find out here.
Like staring through a waterfall.
Don't soil your breeches, lads. I got this.
That ship's a...
All sail! She'll take it!
She's trim too! Hearty! I said hearty!
Larboard, Captain. Some sort of cargo there, sir.
As much sail as you...
Charles. An old friend of yours.
Not a man I'd call a friend. But we've been doing this kind of work for so long, I can't help but respect him.
They're firing mortars! Aloft, lads! Take those royals!
Douse the royals atop!
All hearty, lads! Furl those men!
Let out some sail! Spain, slinking off, his tail between his legs. That's good news. Just skirmish fast. Forget the galleon, and send these interlopers to hell.
Down to the tree! Down to the tree! Fire! Here it comes! Steady up! Fire!
Swim us off the wind!
Fire!
Down they go!
Fire! Down to the tree! Fire!
She's sailing for that island.
I know the place. A natural stronghold used by a French captain named Ducasse.
Julian Ducasse, the Templar.
Name's right. Didn't know he had a title.
I know the man. And if he sees my ship, he'll know it from his time in Havana, meaning he may wonder at who's sailing her now. I can't risk that.
And I don't want to lose that galleon. Let's think on it. And maybe wait till it's dark before hopping aboard.
Dearly, way, bully in the eye. Sally, the girl that I sliced dearly, bully down. Now.
Let the anchor go!
Unfold, mates! Let's...
I met the finest ramsel that ever was fed upon a Lanceloy, 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 Lanceloy. This ram and I got drunk, so as drunk could be. And when we sobered up, so we
Gentlemen!
curiosidad, ¿por qué no miras tú? ¡Quieto! ¡Tú! ¡Tú! ¡Detente! ¡Más deprisa! ¡Lo cogeremos! ¡Hombre muerto! ¡Alto! ¡Pronto estarás muerto y enterrado! ¡Es mío! ¡Puedo darle! ¡Tengo línea de tiro! ¡Es punto de mira!
This is the last time we will see land for a month.
You remember the gift you gave me? Well, it answers just fine.
Fils de putain! As bold as a musket ball, and still half as sharp. Ah!
I'm sorry about this, mate. But I can't risk you telling your Templar friends about me still kicking around.
I pity you, Boucanier. After all you have seen, after all we showed you of our order, still you embrace the life of an ignorant and aimless rogue.
What's this?
Is petty larceny the extent of your ambition? Have you no mind to comprehend the scope of ours? All the empires on Earth abolished, a free and open world, without parasites like you. Que l'enfer que tu trouveras soit le fruit de ton insouciance.
The cove is ours!